Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm just going to be giving you guys a little bit of a homeschool update, what's been going on, where are we at, what are we looking forward to, all the things, so stick around. So originally I had thought that I would call this video a quarter 3 update. But then I realized it's probably not quarter 3, but it's also kind of not the end of quarter 2. I don't really know what quarter we're in. I don't even keep up with quarters. So this is just going to be a homeschool update. We are just kind of moving back into the swing of things. We've kind of done our sort of transition period. Now we are back into full school mode. And school this year looks so different for us, y'all. I don't know. I feel like every day is just a little bit different and we're doing different things, and some things I'm doing better and some things I'm not doing at all. And I think I'm okay with that. I feel like we're just in a place where we're just doing it, you know, like we're just going with it. Whatever the day holds, whatever it looks like, I've just come to terms with the fact that that's what the Lord had planned for us that day. And, you know, of course there are certain expectations that I have and things that we do, but I just cannot stress and overwhelm myself with, we got to get this done today and this done that day and all. I can't do it. I did it for long enough, and it made me so stressed, and I just quite honestly made me so grumpy because I had a list and I had to get it done and do, and I can't. So we are just enjoying the season. Sure, we are getting things completed. We are getting things done, but I am not like, you know, I've never been that way anyway. I've never been a, you know, like I gotta get the to-do list done and check everything off my list, but I very much kept like mental notes and would allow myself to get overwhelmed if we didn't complete at least some of the things on the list. Perfect example was today, the day of recording. We were supposed to do our next lesson, and we got started a little later because our Bible time took a little bit longer. Who is upset about spending more time doing the Bible? I don't know, but Bible time took a little bit longer. So we actually didn't get our school day started until after lunch. But then our school day actually turned into, my daughter came in here, found a craft she wanted to do and made, I would pick it up, but it's wet. It's because she painted it, but like made a horse pinata out of some boxes and a plastic ornament and pom-poms, and like, so she did that for like 2 hours. That's what our school day looked like. And I can remember a time that I just would be so stressed and so worried about that. But now I'm like, if that's what she wanted to do today for her school time, like, okay. She did Bible time this morning, and she used her imagination and her creativity to make something she wanted to make. And I'll have her do some reading time while we go do the couple things we need to do or before bed. And like, well, I'm going to count that. So that is what school is looking like for us now. We are back into our connecting continent units from Gather Round, and y'all, I love those so much. We are currently in South America. And now that we're back to doing a continent unit, I remember how much we loved those. So if you've been around, you know that we have done the Australia and Oceania, and we also did Africa. Loved those units, and South America is proving no different. We love them. It is so incredibly cool to just see all of the things that God has created, and the people he has created, and the cultures that have come from history and landscape and just all the things. It is just, it's amazing. It's one of those things that I just love. And my daughter is loving that too. So we are so happy to be back in the Gather Round units, specifically the Connecting Continent units. We have some plans going forward to try some other units, but I don't know. I could see us totally coming back and saying, I may want to add in another continent. We've not done, I was looking through the new catalog. If you guys haven't checked out the new Gather Round catalog, you totally should. I will include a link for you guys. I find that it's extremely helpful. Also, they updated the website. If you guys haven't seen that either, chef's kiss. That's what the cool kids are doing. And it is so nice. It's so much easier to navigate. There's no more like year 1, year 2. It's just everything is alphabetical. I love it. It's wonderful. So we haven't done Asia, Europe, or North America. So we still have those 3 for Connecting Continents. And I could see us coming back to that. Next on our list, I think, is Vikings. So we're gonna give that one a go. That leans a little more history, which we haven't really dove into yet. If I'm thinking of the units that we've done, most of it has been science related. So, and geography, obviously, with the Connecting Continents. But we've not really done a big history one. So I am looking forward to that one. I'm hearing kind of mixed things on Vikings as far as whether it's a good fit for some of the youngers. I have heard that it's a little bit heavier. So I don't know. We'll see about that one. But that one's next on our list. And then after that, we have Inventions and Ideas. Those 2 are still holding strong in their next spots. So we're going to stick with that, I think. But I just grabbed some stuff from the Gather Round sale. And I am really looking forward to those. If you guys want, I was thinking maybe I would do a video on the units that we grabbed from the sale. I do digital. If you guys don't know that, I buy their digital. That is what is most cost effective for us for now and in the future. That's what makes the most sense for us. So I could likely get those printed out and just kind of do a quick show of the things that I purchased. So if you guys want to see that, please let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I'll just do my flip through as we get to that unit and then the review as we complete that unit. So let me know which way. I'll probably still do full flip throughs as we go through, but if you guys want just like a fun little what I get from the sale video, I will be happy to do that for you. Let's see. Math is still going great. We are using Math 2 from the Simply, I always say it wrong because there's like 3 different names. It's not 3, it's 2, and I'm being dramatic, but it's Simply Good and Beautiful Math 2 from the Good and the Beautiful. We are still using that, still loving it. My daughter is doing fantastic with it. At this point, we're going to keep going. No change there with math. Next thing is Bible. Bible's been going good for us so far, but I feel like we need something. So at this point, my daughter, she's kind of going back and forth between reading a storybook Bible and reading her own Bible, like her kids' Bible. And I'm just having her like read through whatever it is that she picks and just give me a sentence or 2 with, she can draw a picture if she wants or whatever. Some days that works okay. Some days that doesn't work at all. And so while I love the idea of just have them read from their Bible and, write something, I love that. And I love the thought of just having them read scripture. I don't think my daughter is quite there yet. I think she does need a little bit of guidance and a little bit of direction. I think it would not only make it easier for her, it would make it easier for me as well, because we're trying to do Bible together. Like she has her independent Bible time and I have my independent Bible time, but I'm finding that she needs a lot more of me during that time, which is okay. but I really, really would like for her to have her own time. So I have been looking at some options for her, and as I come up with that or get things in the mail, as I order things, whatever, I will update you guys. But I am looking to just kind of, you know, do something a little bit different with Bible as far as that is concerned. Me personally, I am using my study guides or my Bible study guides from the Daily Grace Co. You guys have seen I've done some hauls from them. So I am slowly making my way through. It's really hard not to buy anymore, especially when they're on sale for like $5 because they're great. But I've got to get through some of the ones I already have before I buy more of those. Looking into next year, I am starting to notice and take note of some strengths and weaknesses in our homeschool, specifically in, you know, my daughter. And one area that we really need to work on is confidence in writing and spelling. And I know I've talked to you guys about why we don't use language arts curriculum. I am not including a language arts curriculum because I hold strong to, I don't need a full language arts curriculum. She is a phenomenal reader. I just need to hone in and focus on the writing and the spelling. So I've got some ideas for things. Same thing, I will update you guys as that stuff comes in. And I make kind of some final decisions, but I am taking note of those, and it's quite interesting. And I think it's pretty awesome, to be completely honest, to be able to have gone through, you know, a couple of years with my daughter of schooling now. And like, now I'm actually seeing, like, I can see where she needs help here, and I can see where she's doing really great over here. And like, it's just such a blessing to be the person that gets to see those and help her where she needs it, and to encourage her in the places she's doing well. And it's just so cool. It's so cool. And so, yeah, I will be adding some things in next year, specifically on those areas that we just need a little bit more help in. Also, for next year, I want to study the 50 states, and I have talked about this, and I've talked about it, and I've talked about it, and y'all, I have looked, and I have searched, and I have taken all of the tips and the helpful hints and the try this curriculum and look at this curriculum and try these things, and I don't love any of it. I don't look at any of it, and I'm like, man, this is exactly what I'm looking for. Because I don't want to buy more stuff because I have a ton of resources. You guys have seen all of last year. I bought all kinds of 50 states curriculum, or not curriculum, books. I've got a whole shelf down here full of resources, and I want a 50 states unit study that is going to be meaningful and memorable. And I cannot find it in me to say, let's learn the state bird and the state flower and memorize the population and the capital. I want something more than that. I feel like those we don't remember those things anyway. So like, why aren't we picking things that we actually are going to have meaning and could potentially remember? I'm not saying my daughter's going to remember all the things from all the states that we have learned, but like, I don't know, give her a chance to learn something that eventually maybe may make a connection. And by that, I mean, like, when we're learning about a particular state, I want her to pick a person. Like in my 50 states book, there's a list of like famous people from that state. So like, she can pick one of those, maybe they're an artist, and then in 2 years from now, we're reading some random book that's attached to some unit, and she's like, oh yeah, I remember that artist is from this state. Those kinds of connections. Not always gonna happen, and I know it's not gonna be perfect or whatever, but that's just what I want. I want something that's got a little bit more oomph in it, and I'm just not finding that. I also need something that's going to be a little bit more adaptable to a reluctant writer. My daughter she ain't gonna write all that, y'all. She ain't gonna write all that. And I don't want to like spend forever trying to get through. 50 states is a lot. And as long as it would take us, it would be like 2 years you could study the states, and I'm not trying to do all of that. So I think I am just going to come up with something on my own. But that is so stressful. And I'm not talking about a full curriculum, y'all. I am not writing a curriculum, not even close. But what I think I'm going to do is just create kind of sort of like a notebooking page almost. Like I can do it in, I don't know, some kind of program. I'll find something like, I think I could probably use Canva and just like little sections, like she could write the name of the state, but basically just create kind of an outline for each individual state based off of the books that we have and the information she can pull from those books, and the books being our main resource. I think we're going to go that route. And then we also will likely include the National Parks unit from Gather Round, just to add in a fun little extra and maybe make me feel a little bit better about the fact that we're just using a book and a piece of paper. But I feel like there's a lot that can be learned from that. And again, there are a lot of elements from a lot of different curriculums that I love and would like to utilize, but I'm not buying 4 and 5 curriculums and then pulling from each one. And I'm not doing that. It's too expensive, quite honestly. And I don't have it in me to start now and buy all the things and then try and make it mesh and work. And then I don't want to do that. I much rather would just try and make an outline, and use the resources that we already have. There is so much information out there. I don't feel like I really need, a full curriculum to help me go through the states at this point. We may look into something a little bit later on, but I promise y'all, y'all have sent me some really, really awesome stuff. Knotgrass and Beautiful Feet and Traveling the States from Waldock Way. They all look really great, but again, it's just I just have like this specific thing in mind, and I think I'm just gonna have to come up with it on my own, and we'll see how it goes. And I may change my mind. I may say, meh, not doing that. That's too much. But that's kind of what it looks like moving forward. That's kind of where we are right now. Yeah, I mean, reading is still going good. We're doing well. Yeah, we're just kind of going with the flow and seeing how it works. So far, so good. But yeah, I think that's it for our homeschool update. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon.